Hey, good evening, everyone out there. Welcome to the Bobo and Friends live stream via Facebook and YouTube. This is episode 12. I'm here with my co host, Derek. How's it going, Derek?
Great as usual, sir. How about you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. So let's just go ahead and cut into this NBA free agency. I know it's a little after midnight on the East Coast, so
Yes, sir.
it's 12:21, so they're officially 21 minutes into free agency, and there's already been a little activity.
Yep. Looks like LBJ still may be in the LA area. OKC's currently throwing a party for Paul George, private party at Russell Westbrook's house. And who we got? DeAndre Jordan looking to try to go to Dallas. We don't know what DeMarcus Cousins is doing yet, right?
No,
Okay.
I think he's probably going to end up staying in.
DeAndre Jordan looking to try to go to Dallas. We don't know what DeMarcus Cousins is doing yet, right?
No,
Okay.
I think he's probably.
Ooh,
Sorry, Derek.
no, you good.
So, what was that last question? I'm sorry.
No, you answered it. You said you think he might be staying in with the Pelicans.
Right. Yeah, because he's recovering from the Achilles injury, right? The torn Achilles.
Yes.
Yeah. So,
Yes.
who knows what he'll get? I think he's worth a max deal. I mean, before his injury, he was averaging 26 points, 12 rebounds.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
he deserves. I think he deserves a bigger deal, but obviously he's injured, so that's going to be held
Yeah,
against
that's
him,
gonna be
especially.
that's gonna be a wait and see kind of thing, man. You probably gonna give him a little something and then see how it goes.
Right. So other teams are going to, not pursue him so aggressively. So he's probably going to get probably a 2-year deal from OKC. I'm not OKC. I mean New Orleans. I'm sorry. So
So wait a minute, real quick. Just got an alert. Paul George, 4 years, 136 mil. That's how much the contract is worth.
okay, well I mean they're all. You got an idea what they'll all get, right?
Kind of, sort of, yeah.
You
Yeah.
said 4 years, right?
Yeah, it's 4 years.
4 years.
Chris Paul got 4 years. He got 4 years. Everybody seems to getting around the 4 to 5 year in that neighborhood. Carmelo Anthony did opt in, actually, but
He he had to do that, right?
not necessarily.
Yeah, he would have left.
He would have left what, about 19 million on the table? 28 million, I believe. Something to that effect.
Well, yeah, it was 27 mil, so he probably would have. He probably wouldn't get that,
Right,
right?
but they talking about maybe moving him because of the high luck, because of what they might have to pay in luxury tax.
That
And
won't be
maybe,
till around the deadline, the trade deadline for when the season starts, right?
yeah, because they may be, from what I'm understanding, they might be talking about trying to sign one of their other younger players. But we'll see. Dude, I don't know how well he fit in with that last year. He just seemed like the odd man out, sort of, to me when I watched them play. He kind of had to adapt his game from the scorer to the spot up shooter. I think that's what he turned into. I think that's what Billy Donovan asked of him.
He's just a scorer, right?
Yeah, but he wasn't a spot up shooter. I think he made him become more like a spot up guy at that point, basically sacrificing what he used to do and kind of let Russell Westbrook be Russell Westbrook. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So he basically told him that he had to kind of change his game because he was he at 36 he still was very, very nasty. Probably one of still the best scorers that the NBA has.
I don't agree with that.
I don't know, man. When he was with the Knicks, who was he still? Who do you think was better scoring the ball than he was?
When he was with the Knicks.
Yeah, when he was with the Knicks, who do you think was a better like period? All like if you look throughout his career, who was a better scorer? Who could get his better than he could?
So he was in New York, what, 2 years ago?
Yeah, he was also in Denver.
Okay. I mean, there was still plenty of more prolific scorers than him. Now you want to go back to 2010 or his Denver Nuggets days? Yeah, I'll give you that. But we talking about yesterday though, right? I mean, he's clearly on the decline.
Maybe, yeah, but he was asked to do different things with this team. By the way, 1 year, $24 million deal for $1 million deal for DeAndre Jordan.
Say that again for me.
1 year, 24 mil for DeAndre Jordan to go to the Dallas Mavericks.
1 year.
1 year, bro. Just came through.
Interesting.
I thought so. I mean, you got a guy coming off ACL. Would you commit to more than? Well, maybe I would have gave him two.
No, DeAndre Jordan isn't injured.
Oh, who were we talking about that came off the ACL?
Talking about DeMarcus Cousins.
Oh, that's right. I got him mixed up. Okay. Yeah, DeAndre Jordan got the 1 year. Okay. You're right. Right. I got him. That was on me.
So where does LeBron James end up?
You felt like when we talked privately that he may go to the Clippers. I think he's coming over where we are with the Lakers.
I think by with Paul George staying put and no Kawhi Leonard trade, I think he stays with Cleveland.
Oh, but he's not talking to Cleveland at all.
His agent's talking to Cleveland. He never talks to Cleveland when the season ends, especially when he has a decision to make, whether it's opting out or opting in. He always goes dark on them.
Windhorse is reporting that not even his agent is talking to them right now.
Not right now.
Nobody's talking to them.
But his agent's been in contact with them leading up to yesterday. So
you think he stays? You think he signed what he been signing, like a 1 or 2 year, 1 year with a second year option?
He probably signs another 1-1, a 2-year deal with the second year being a player option. So basically, he can do this all over again next summer. This exact time next year.
But we don't yet know what's going to happen with Kawhi. That's not dead necessarily, is it?
Well, I mean, you got to wait for, like we talked about privately, San Antonio, they're going to be stubborn. They're not going to just.
Oh, no, they ain't just going to give him
his request and knee jerk and just trade him for the first decent offer that comes along. They're going to be stubborn enough. They don't want to see him in the Western Conference. They're going to trade him to the Eastern Conference.
You might be right, but you're right on this because I just got an alert. Cleveland, Rich Paul is expected to speak to the Cavs tonight. So,
but that's what I'm saying. But as far as, oh shoot, I lost my train of thought right quick, Derek. What were we talking about? Till you said that. Till you gave me that update.
My bad. We were talking about.
Oh, Kawhi Leonard.
Kawhi Leonard, yeah. So they weren't going to just give him up for a song just for the first person.
I wouldn't be surprised if Kawhi Leonard isn't traded until approaching the trade deadline when when the season starts. So we may not see him move to February.
Could be possible.
Or right before the season starts.
Could be possible.
You know, and the problem is that a lot of teams, unless it's LA is the only team that's going to trade him with his current contract, and it won't feel like a rental to them. If you trade him to Philadelphia, he may leave Philadelphia after 1 year because he has 1 year left on his contract.
Right.
So if he ultimately wants to be in LA because he's from LA, he's going to play his 1 year and he's going to walk to Los Angeles.
Yeah.
So I just don't see them trading him to a Western Conference team, a Western Conference contender, no less.
I mean, who could hurt him though if he traded him to somebody in the West?
Well, if you traded him before today, anybody you trade him to could have hurt him. If they trade him to LA, then maybe LeBron and Paul George would have signed there as well.
Yeah, could be.
So, but getting back, that's why I think by Paul George staying in Oklahoma City, I just don't know if LeBron's. I mean, if you go to the Lakers, he may not even make it out the second round.
Yeah, but he can hold out till Paul George has signed that big deal.
Yes, Paul. That's what I'm saying.
He can say, well, let me see what happened this year and see what they do this summer coming up.
You're referring to going next year?
No. He could go to the Lakers now, knowing that they're probably not going to be able to do anything, but be like, hey, next summer got to be it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he just go to the Lakers and hold out for a minute. Because if you go back to Cleveland, what do you have? You still may not make it out of the shoot. You may not. Boston's going to be better.
But them in Philadelphia is what? The only team, the only two teams that LeBron probably couldn't beat by himself or with minimal help.
But it would be that's what I'm saying. It would be no different. It would be no different if he stay in Cleveland. He still may not get out of the second round.
He'll get out the second round. There's a good chance he'll get out the second round.
But he won't get to the finals. He won't get to the finals.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, you got to imagine Boston's going to be better, right?
Yes.
And hopefully
Kyrie will be back.
Hopefully healthier and better. So yeah. So if unless that rookie that Cleveland has is steps up and fills a void, I can't say much for anything else. The only hope is that rookie they drafted on draft night, right?
Right.
So
the one that said, "Hey, let's stay in Cleveland. Let's do some things."
Yeah, Colin.
I don't even remember the guy's name, to be honest with you. Young fella popped off. I was like, wow. That's a trip. But
it was a spur of the moment question. I mean,
what you expect him to say, though? Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. What did you expect him to say? You can't fault the young man for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I thought it was painless.
No, he ain't do that wrong. He just hey. But I mean, gosh, you have nothing. Like, if you go back to Cleveland, man, you basically sign your ticket to the abyss for 1 year. You're just like, man, man, oh man, why would you do it? But he might, like you said, now that Paul George has gone back to OKC. The Lakers don't really have any play. They can't land anybody. Kawhi Leonard's not enough to get somebody to say, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and go over there. You know?
Right.
So who knows, man? This is getting crazy about a minute. He may, all said and done, he may end up back in Cleveland. He just might.
I mean, it's got to be down to those two teams, right? I mean, unless Philadelphia, unless he go to Philadelphia.
Yeah. Did you see him be tweeting about that earlier today?
No.
Yeah, he was talking about the Lakers still being Kobe and Magic's team, and Basically, he sounded like he didn't believe that Philly had a shot at him anymore.
You said Philly didn't have a shot at him anymore?
That's what basically that tweet kind of stated with Joel Embiid.
Okay.
But I don't know, man. It's getting even murkier now that now that Paul George, because I think Paul George was kind of the key to that whole thing.
Well, I actually thought Kawhi was the bigger key. You know, but it shouldn't be a key for free agency because he has to be traded. He just can't.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's why I thought Paul George was, because he had the option to become a free agent. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things could have changed had he not signed with the Thunder. But we'll see. I'm suspecting LeBron is not gonna hold this thing down too long. I'm suspecting we'll know before the 4th. I'm almost sure of it.
All right, let's cut away from free agency. Let's talk some NFL for a minute. Jameis Winston. I guess he's been issued a 3-game suspension.
Yeah.
I've saw some things where I guess some NFL analysts or voices around the NFL feel that he should be actually the Bucks should actually cut him.
I heard that as well. I kind of agree with that. Like he's kind of the middle of the pack road as far as the quarterbacks go. They've been having problems with him since last year. I mean, he's just been doing some weird things.
Has the Bucks have problems with him? I thought most of his problems was back in college.
I mean, it's back in college, but you know that weird stuff he was doing with the chicken and eating on the side. I mean, he just does crazy stuff, man.
Are you talking about the when he said I'm like
last year?
Let's eat a W?
Huh?
He's like when he what are you talking about?
Well, he was talking about eating some wings and he had the chicken and
yes.
That was crazy, man.
That's come on, man.
That's not. I mean, you would cut him for that, but if you're talking about the personal conduct issues that the baggage that he brought with him, and then this, come on now, this might be a bit much.
I'd be shocked if they cut him though.
Yeah, I would too, even though I think they should. But what is he owed? Like $20 million? Is that what he getting?
I have no idea what his contract status is. But I doubt they cut him.
They're probably not going to cut him. It's not like it. This is not a Ray Rice situation, in my opinion. Not quite like that, where there's video evidence out there that you could just see. I also think that there may be some stuff that the NFL knows that they doesn't want to get out there, which is why they're trying to make this thing just go away real quick.
Man, well, who knows how that go? But if the NFL is smart, if they do know something, it's best that it gets out because that's what screwed them up with the Ray Rice. You know, is because they actually received a copy of that video footage before it went public.
And wasn't it? Didn't we talk about this yesterday? Wasn't it a 3-game suspension before the video footage, and then they bumped it up to 6, or at least a 1 or 2?
Well, actually, they bumped it up to indefinitely when the tape
came out. Okay,
the tape came out, and that was the thing where there was some evidence that proved that the NFL actually had received a copy of the tape.
Yeah.
You know,
but the NFL is also admitted in other places of getting rid of evidence as well.
Let's put it this way: it wasn't the NFL; it was the commissioner's office had received the tape.
The tape. Yeah.
They even had a recorded voicemail where the employee actually left a message confirming that they received the tape.
Oh man!
It even said yes, and it is as bad as you said it was.
Oh man.
That's what the voicemail said. So,
oh my God.
You know, that's why it was so bad for the league because they saw it, you know, and they and I guess, then they try to, come back and do damage control, and okay, we gotta let him go, and all that's messes history now, right? I mean, that was years ago now. So
yeah, so but a lot of people thinking he made, with this whole situation with Jameis Winston, man, you should never play again. I don't know about all that. I do think that maybe he may be more trouble than he is worth.
Well, we'll see. What else is happening around the NFL?
Actually, nothing right now, to be honest with you.
Okay.
It's
kind of this is a nice quiet period, right?
Yeah, you know what I call it, the dead zone. Ain't nothing going on. In fact, I think everybody's shutting down. I think by the 4th, the coaches and stuff are leaving the building. They're gonna be gone for a few weeks. So ain't too much going on right now.
Training camp starts around the end of the month, right?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm excited.
So
I'm excited.
So I don't I can't believe, I'm sorry, getting back to the NFL, I can't believe that DeAndre Jordan only signed a 1-year deal.
Isn't it? That is strange. That's strange to me. I wonder if he's waiting to see. Is there new money coming out next year? Is there bigger money? Is there a new deal?
CBA wise?
There shouldn't be, right? They just signed this one, right?
I don't think so.
Ain't no new TV deal, as far as I know.
No, I don't think it is.
So that's an odd move, in my opinion, as well.
Yeah, but he's up there in years, so I mean, yeah, DeAndre Jordan's got to be 30, right? At least.
At least.
So that's what surprises me,
and it's not like he's an offensive juggernaut, man. You know what I'm saying? He's terrible at the free throw line, and really all he does is kind of dunk. So.
Oh, of course, he rebounds and dunks. I get that, but
yeah. So it's not like you getting a whole bunch. But I'm not surprised that the Clippers let him go, but I wonder who they get in place of him.
So Rudy Gay also apparently re-signed a 1-year, $10 million deal with the Spurs.
Another interesting move.
Well, he opted out of his contract, and I believe he's only at $8 million. So he basically get a $2 million raise.
Right.
So smart for him. I assumed when he opted out, he wasn't going back to.
Me too. Not a lot of going on. Are you following any of the? Because I'm not still. I know that it's the knockout round with the World Cup and things of that nature.
I have not.
Me neither. I'm just totally.
I watched some the first week, and
that's it.
Yeah, and then I just kind of gave up.
Yeah.
So, paid more attention to NBA free agency than World Cup. If the U.S. was involved, I probably would have followed it more.
Agreed. I think we talked about this before, and I think I said before that I wouldn't have followed it, and I probably would have, because I followed it a little bit better when the U.S. was in it the last time the World Cup went down.
Dude, what do you think about you hear about Bill Russell? So the NBA has the award show where they announced the NBA league MVP.
Yeah. Okay.
So I didn't watch it, but apparently Charles Barkley was on stage and they were presenting something, and he was reading. He was I guess calling out some greats. Will Chamberlain, Oscar Robertson, and he said something Bill Russell, and Bill Russell shot him a bird. Like,
ooh.
Yeah, he just shot him a middle finger. It was just like instinctively. It was just like a reaction to, because whatever was said got like a little chuckle, and he laughed, and while he was laughing, he just stuck up his middle finger. And I think he even mouthed. I even think he even, mouthed the word or said it. He even said what it meant. You know,
Mm-mm.
it was kind of funny. You know,
Yeah,
of course, I think he had to go to Twitter and apologize. I guess you know everybody has to uh, release a statement via Twitter,
absolutely.
or
Because once you mess up, you must apologize right away.
right. So that happened, I believe, Tuesday night. Was that when that award show was filmed or whatever? So I don't know if it was live or not. So
It was on TNT. I think it was live.
okay,
I think it was live. I could be mistaken, but I think it was live because I think I was gonna watch it, but I got caught up watching something else. Wow, that's crazy, man.
yeah. So that's what happened with that. Um, man, I mean, you know,
It's
you gotta be careful what you do on TV, I guess. But I guess he'll get a pass. No big deal.
Of course he
Yeah,
will.
people understand.
He'll get a pass. I mean, he's older. He's an older man. They ain't finna go in on him that bad.
I know Bill Russell got to be
Close to 80?
Yeah, he got to be knocking on 80, right?
Yeah, because he got to be close to 80. In his late 70s, at least. I can't imagine him being any younger than that.
Oh my, man, Bill Russell 84, man.
Wow. Okay. Jeez. Because I know they had to help him up there when he got ready to help present the trophy the other day, a couple weeks ago.
Oh, you talking about the Finals MVP trophy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Had to help him up there. So
Okay.
he rising up there in that age, man.
It was funny. I saw it on social media, or actually I may have saw it on a sports show the next morning, and they kind of drug it into the ground. It was it was the buzz the next morning, I guess.
Did it make the rounds on Wake Up? Because I don't watch that show.
Get Up.
Get Up. I'm not Wake Up.
Yeah. It did.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Speaking of that, did you happen to hear uh, I guess Chris Webber is doing some media some interview rounds, I guess.
For Michigan?
Yeah, well, I don't know if it's really for him because I guess his ban with Michigan is about to end, I guess.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I guess where the university will acknowledge him once again.
Yeah.
So he's been doing some rounds, and he did an interview on satellite TV. I believe it's Sway in the Morning.
Okay.
And he basically was kind of throwing Jalen Rose under the bus.
Of course.
Um,
He's been doing that for a minute now.
well, actually, he's actually been fairly quiet. If anything, it looked at like it was the other way around because Jalen Rose has been the mouthpiece for the Fab Five the last.
If you watch the 30 for 30 special, he did kind of run Chris Webber into the ground a little bit.
Well, I mean, it was even before that. I mean, he's basically yeah. I mean, he said some negative things about him, but it was more or less basically, yeah, he did wrong. He turned his back on certain people.
Right. And they helped him. That was his problem.
A lot of it was he turned his back on them.
Right. And the guy that passed away that helped him. That's what his beef with him was. Like,
yeah, because the dude went to jail, and that's ultimately what got the university and got them in trouble because he was giving them money, and that's against the rules. And Chris Webber ultimately denied everything, and Jalen Rose didn't. Jalen Rose and others said, yeah, he gave us money. He was the only one that would give us money.
Right.
He said we need to eat. So he helped us out.
Basically.
And from their point of view, he did nothing wrong.
Wrong, right? They said he was fat. I think he said something to the effect that he would probably do it again. He said, "Who wouldn't do that?" You know what I'm saying? Basically, it was what he was saying. But yeah, he came out really bad denying that. That's a real shame.
I don't know. I guess my thing is, I from my point of view, just by the way, I've noticed those individuals carry themselves. I'm referring to Jalen Rose and Chris Webber. I think that I feel that Chris. I feel like Jalen Rose is the one that, in my opinion, seems more honest and more forthcoming than Chris Webber.
He does. Plus he's the one doing the most talking. Like ain't nobody else doing as much talking as Jalen.
Well, the other guys aren't as relevant.
Right? Jimmy Jackson ain't relevant.
Yeah.
None of them. Yeah.
Ray Jackson. I forget the other guy. Juwan Howard, Ray Jackson, and Jimmy King, right?
Jimmy King, yeah, not Jimmy Jackson. Jimmy King.
So, but I don't know. I just thought it was interesting because that I don't think it was a go back and forth, but it was basically Chris Webber, made his comments, and then on that show, Get Up. I don't even think Jalen Rose was on there that morning, but he did speak, and whatnot on it, and he said that was going to be his last time speaking on it and whatnot. So
yeah, I think Jalen Rose was somewhere else, but they did bring him on to talk about it. He also was on Dan Patrick, Chris Webber, and they didn't touch it. And I was surprised that Dan Patrick didn't talk to him about the whole Michigan thing. Maybe they told him that was off limits in order for him to come on the show. But Dan Patrick did not touch it. And Dan Patrick is pretty honest and pretty good for asking the tough questions. Boy, he didn't even go there with him. Not once. Didn't go there not once. And I was surprised at that.
So that tells me he probably asked him to keep that off limits. That was probably, hey, I don't want to talk about that.
Yeah.
And they probably pretty much agreed to it.
Yeah.
If that wasn't brought up. So,
not at all, bro.
I mean, I know they have it that Chris Webber is having his own documentary, in regards to his point of view of how his how things went at Michigan, I mean, because with him it's a big deal because of the timeout
thing.
Yeah. Right? And he has never spoke publicly about it at all.
At all. Like not one iota, bro.
And that was in what?
91?
93.
93. Yeah.
Well, or 92. Probably 93, but
93.
Long time, right? I mean,
I wonder why people can't really let it go, though. To be honest with you, like it happened. It's over. Like,
well, I think people do let it go, but it goes down as one of the as a huge sports debacle, right?
It really does. I get it, but man, it was so long ago, though. I mean, man.
I mean, a lot of people probably don't even remember it. I mean,
I do. Well, I remember the game.
Of course, I get you, but the average person
wouldn't remember that though.
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't think it's that big of a deal. I just think that and I think that it wouldn't be that big of a deal. But now it seems to me like Chris Webber is trying to, I guess, share his side of the story at this time. Because I guess a lot of it has to do. I guess he's trying to launch his Hall of Fame candidacy.
Oh yeah.
It's not NBA Hall of Fame. It's basketball Hall of Fame. It's college and NBA. Which, if you look at his college career, should get him in there. I mean, along with his NBA career.
Yeah, he had a great career. Now, no doubt. He had a great career.
I mean, and it was really slowed by injuries.
Towards the end, after he left Sacramento, he couldn't stay healthy.
Well, yeah, because he got hurt in Sacramento, and everything. He lost. I think he had the dreaded microfracture surgery, and he lost a lot of explosiveness. After that, so he basically had to transform into a role player as versus a primary player on a team. A vocal point of a team, I should say.
Yeah.
So, anything else? Any other free agency news before we wrap up, man?
No, man, it's a slow day. We ain't got really nothing. I was kind of hoping that you had a chance to. I really would have liked to jump on that Luke Cage, but fortunately, my man, being the family man that you are, you did not get a chance to watch it.
I can't blame it all on the family. It's his work as well. It's a bunch of things, and just I just gotta prioritize it a little bit. I'll try to do my best to touch up on it. Try to start on it this week, and hopefully next weekend we can chop it up.
Yeah, well, we gotta find something, man, because ain't nothing. I don't want to talk baseball in June and July, man. I just nothing is really happening. The Cubs are a couple of games back. Everybody's nobody cares right now with baseball. You probably have to come to that after the All-Star break when it really starts to matter. With baseball.
But I mean, if we talk baseball, dude, the freaking Red Sox, Yankees, and Astros.
That's all that there is to talk about right now.
I mean,
the Astros are 27 games,
right.
above 500?
Right.
Some insane number like that.
They lighten teams up, man. I mean,
yeah, for real.
I feel bad for whoever. If Cleveland holds on to win the Central Division, man, they're gonna get swept by whoever they play.
Yeah, it's gonna be brutal, bro. It's not gonna be nice. It's not gonna be nice.
Yeah, I'm looking at that. I'm like,
man, they loaded. They are loaded. That pitching staff is good. That offense is good. I'm not even picking the Cubs, and that's my team to go back. Dude, our pitching is very below average. It's a lot of things going on with the Cubs that got me thinking, man, we be lucky if we get to the NLCS.
What place are they in now? Do you know?
I think they're a couple of games out of first in the NL Central. They're behind Milwaukee right now.
Yeah, they're a game and a half out.
Okay.
I mean,
that's not bad though.
It's not bad out there because
any other division though, dude, they wouldn't be in it.
Well, no. If they were in
look at the
if they were in the East, they would only be a game or two behind because they got 46 wins. The Atlanta Braves is leading the East, and they got 47 wins.
Okay.
Arizona has 47 wins, so they actually in the toughest division. I mean, because Milwaukee's got 48. So.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, Milwaukee has the best record. So.
Yes.
So does that make them the wild card? Yes, it does.
Yes, it does.
They're the wild card leader, right?
Yep. They would be the wild card, which means they wouldn't have that time off.
Look at the American League. You got Houston with 55 wins, Boston with 56 wins, and New York with 53.
Dude, that's pretty much settled in my opinion. Unless something actually just drastic happened between now and August or September, October, whenever everything starts, September. Dude, them three teams locked. In my opinion, they locked.
Right. All right. So yeah, man. I think LeBron does another 2-year deal with a player option for the second year, and we'll be talking about it this time next year where he's gonna go.
Again. Yep.
That's just my prediction. I could be wrong. Dude, did you hear that apparently Dan Gilbert is looking forward to LeBron leaving.
Are you surprised?
Yeah, I'm surprised that Dale Gilbert looks forward to it. Yes, I am.
How so? What surprises you about that?
Cause dude, LeBron's the biggest draw in the league.
Yeah, but
If
personally, they can't stand one another.
If you lose LeBron, that's going to be a lot of money loss. You know.
Well, they were talking about him selling the team maybe if he did lose LeBron.
Well, shoot, sell the team, even if LeBron there. What the heck?
Well, he worth about I think he was it an extra $70 million to your worth? That's what they were talking about earlier on TV.
What, the value of the team, maybe?
Yeah.
Well, probably Cleveland, yes.
Yeah.
I don't think it'd be any team, but I don't think that would move the needle with LA, right?
Why not?
It's already a huge market, and
that's true. That's true.
I mean, so if I feel like that he increases the value, then that means the value dropped when Kobe left because Kobe was a big draw, right?
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. I don't think the value of a team like the Lakers is going to be affected, whether they have LeBron James or not. I mean, the jersey sales will go back up. I mean, they'll take Cleveland's spot as far as top jersey sales, whether that's first, second, or third. I'm not going to guess on that because I recently saw the list, but I don't remember where Cleveland was. I know it was top 3. So yeah, I mean, there will definitely be an increase in money, but value of the franchise, I don't think that's going to affect LA like it would a small market Cleveland, right?
Right. Real quick, did you see the NFL Top 100?
No, I did not.
So, Calais Campbell, 14.
14?
14. And Jalen Ramsey, 17 for defensive backs.
Yeah, I did see that he was 17. And Tom Brady was number 1, right?
Of course. Of course. Second year in a row. Of course. I think Telvin Smith was in the 50s. Something crazy like that. Yannick Ngakoue was way down there.
Calais Campbell, 14, though. That's no. Did you say 7?
14.
14. I think that's kind of high for him. I think, yeah.
Who was better though this year?
I don't know. I would have to look at that list.
Yeah, it was crazy. I watched some of them.
Let me pull that list up and then we'll talk about it.
Yeah, because that came to mind. I meant to mention that when we talked on privately about the list. I'm not too mad. Jalen Ramsey a little bit upset with the list, but he's at the top of that list of defensive backs. So I don't know what he's complaining about.
Well, other guys need to step up their play so that bump that. Well, I don't care about that list. I'm all about that. I'm all about that Super Bowl ring.
Absolutely.
So I don't care if they top 10, number 1, number 2, don't mean a thing.
I don't necessarily think though that it was a matter of us not stepping up to play well though in that game. I just think it was one crucial mistake. A 3rd and 18 that sealed it, really, honestly. Plus the fact that we didn't remain aggressive, I think, is another thing that kind of pissed me off with that whole second half. We didn't do what we did in the first half to maintain that.
Right.
But for that 3, if it wasn't for that 3rd and 18, man.
Well, but all I'm saying is, I just hope that Ramsey, Calais Campbell, whoever, Blake Bortles step up and and they get further than they did this year.
Right? Oh, I believe they will.
You say what?
I believe they will.
Okay.
I think we'll host the AFC game.
I don't know.
The AFC title game, I believe.
No, I don't care about that. I don't care whether it's home on the road. If you gotta win, okay, you can host it and they lose, right?
We gonna get there, man. I ain't worried about that. I believe that we are a Super Bowl contender. I think we're gonna go. That's my bold prediction early on.
I don't know. You know how the league, the NFL is, man. There's so much parity, man. Just like we came out the way we changed from 4 wins,
4-12 to what? 10-6. Isn't that what the record was
in the AFC title game?
AFC title game. If we stay healthy, though, man, I don't think it'll be any different this year.
Well, I hope you're right.
The record will be better, but I don't think it'll be any different. The defense will still be intact. We got younger players. We got.
It's time for the offense to take
Well, that's what I'm getting ready. That's what I'm like. The offense. We'll see what the tight end that we signed turns out to be. Word is he's fast and he can get down the field and do a little more than Mercedes could. But the knock on him is that he wasn't necessarily a good blocker, but according
to you there? Wow. What happened?
I lost my train of thought because it's saying the Lakers are not aggressive on Kawhi because they're waiting on what LeBron does. Asking price is high, like you predicted. Trade price is high. So they must want a whole lot. They must want the house in order to get want to give away Kawhi.
Well, I'm not surprised.
I didn't know you had a dog.
I don't. I'm just we're Dog City. Yeah, we're Dog City for somebody for the night. So I think I need to wrap it up.
Okay.
I got a duty I gotta take care of.
I'm sure you do.
So let's man, that junk scared the heck out of me, man. I forgot there was a dog in the house.
Live podcast, folks. No editing.
Hey, we'll definitely hook up in the coming days.
All right, man. Take it easy. Enjoyed you as usual. We'll chop it up.
All right.
Hit that like. Hit that subscribe. Do what y'all do. Make it happen for us. We got good stuff coming down the pipe.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it. Thanks, everyone.
All right.